Hello, friends. This is Rebecca Case, licensed clinical social worker, EMDR trainer and consultant, coming to you with another YouTube tip video. So this tip video is about a metaphor that I like to use that helps me to stay really grounded and tethered when I'm working with complex trauma, because complex trauma is complex. It's messy. It's not a constant upward linear trajectory of growth and improvement and resiliency and kicking those treatment goals. But right, complex trauma is really complex to heal and for clients to navigate their way through. And so I sometimes think about complex trauma as similar to remodeling a home. How many of you have gone through some kind of a housing remodel project, whether maybe that was your own space or, when you were little and you were growing up and somebody remodeled their, your parents' home or a friend? So usually we dive into remodeling projects with a lot of hope and optimism and excitement and like, oh my gosh, like my kitchen's going to be so amazing. My pantry's going to be incredible. I'm going to have so much storage. The bathroom's going to be beautiful. It's going to be my dream space. It'll only take this long. It'll cost this much. And this is how I'm going to get through it. No problem. So I went through 2 huge remodeling projects in the last year. And I certainly started out on both of them with those big ideals and dreams and just like so much optimism. I mean, what happens very quickly when you get into a remodeling project? Those dreams are kind of crushed. Your optimistic self goes out the window and things get really messy and dirty and untidy, and people are in your space and there's dust everywhere and there's clutter everywhere, and you tear down the wall and you find, oh my gosh, we got to redo the wiring in this wall because it was done wrong. Or you tear up the floor and you find that something's wrong with the floor joist. Or you start painting the walls and you realize, actually, that color doesn't look so great in here and I'm terrible at painting. I should have hired someone. I don't know if you can resonate with that. That's totally how my projects went anyway. And I had multiple points in those projects where I said, forget it, let's just sell the home. Go light it on fire, burn it down. What was I thinking? It was fine how it was. And you just kind of want to abandon ship, right? Abort mission. But you stay with it, or maybe you take a pause, maybe you take a break and you pick it back up where you can. And eventually you get through it and it comes together in probably not the way that you expected or that you thought, because it was a whole project, it was a whole process. But you get to the end point and you have like this remodeled space, this new space to get used to and to cozy up in. So working with complex trauma is kind of like remodeling a home. There's lots of surprises along the way. It takes longer than you think. You pull down the wall and you find, oh, it wasn't just about this. Now we got to work on this. Oh, it wasn't just about that. That was actually a defense and hiding me from being able to feel this or experience this, right? There's so many layers to that onion. And there's probably points along the way that your client's like, never mind. What was I thinking? Abort. I don't want to do this anymore. Can we just shoot the flim flam and just talk about something superficial, or let's distract, or let's avoid, or you know what, actually, I can't come in for like a month now. It's all really normal, because remodeling a home is hard and remodeling a soul is even harder. So keep this metaphor in mind for your own wisdom, and even share it with clients for those moments that feel really challenging, that you want to give up, that they're ready to hit abort, that it feels too much, that it feels like a project with all these surprises at every turn, and it's becoming way more than anyone expected or kind of signed up for. And it's okay if you have to take moments to pause. It's okay if you need to take a break. It's okay if the clutter becomes overwhelming. Just follow the process, because remodeling a soul is really tender, precious, and hard work. And it takes time. Healing takes time. I hope this metaphor was helpful and useful. Try and apply it to your own clinical perspective to help keep yourself grounded and tethered when you can get so mixed up in all the upheaval that can come with working with complex trauma. And offer this metaphor to your clients too, because it can be a way to help keep them motivated and inspired as they go through some of those blips and blunders.